Hi, this is Eric with Practical AI, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to set up and use the Realtor email and calendar summarizer. This is done within a ChatGPT project. It requires a paid ChatGPT account. If you're watching this video, you have already gotten access to the written instructions. In these written instructions, there's two sets, one for experienced ChatGPT users and then another little more detailed set for new ChatGPT users. So use whichever one's appropriate for you. Let's jump right into it. There's really only 6 steps and it's pretty straightforward. What you're going to do is once you are in your ChatGPT account, you're going to come down here on the left hand side and scroll down to where you see projects and click on new project. Now you can call this whatever you want. In this case, I'm going to call this the email and calendar summarizer, and then just hit the create project button. Okay, so now the project's created. The next thing we want to do is add a set of instructions. Again, the instructions are in the document that accompanies this video. And where you're going to add those is, see the 3-dot menu in the upper right? Click on that. Click on project settings. And then once you have the instructions copied, just paste them into here. That's what it looks like. And click on save. The next thing we need to do is download the operating guide for this project. And that domain is reguide.practicalaiforowners.com. Okay, so I'm going to open that up, and what that's going to do is open up a Google Drive PDF. Okay, what's important here is you need to download this PDF. You can't, there's nowhere to copy and paste this. You have to download the document, and depending on your device and your computer and whether you have a paid Adobe account or whatever, there's lots of variables here, but you're going to be looking for a download option. It could be a button like this. It could be in the file menu, file, download. So just look for a way to download that document. And then once you have it downloaded, come back to ChatGPT, click on this Sources tab, and then go grab the document wherever you downloaded it to, and you can just drag it right into here. It takes a couple seconds to fully upload, so let's let that finish. Okay. Now the project is almost fully operational. We need to do 2 important things here to make this work. So on the left-hand side, down at the bottom left, where it says, in my case, my name, or however you set up your account, click on that. Then click on Settings. Then click on Apps. And for this demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using my Gmail accounts. I have a Google Workspace account. You may have Microsoft, but I find that most businesses today are either using Google Workspace or Microsoft. If you have some other setup, reach out to me and I can help you get through that. So go to Apps, hit Add More, and then the first thing we need to do is connect your email. So I'm going to type in Gmail, click on that, then I'm going to say Connect, and then continue to Gmail. It's going to verify which email account I want to use. This is the one I want to use. So while you're doing this, in some cases you may see a little box that you have to check. Depends on how your account and security levels and things like that are set up. But anyway, hit continue. Sometimes a box will show up where you have to check it. If you don't, what will happen is it'll get an error and it won't actually connect, and you'll have to go back through the steps. It's not a big deal, but what you're looking for is where it says Gmail is now connected in a green box. If there was an error, it would be red and it would tell you that there was some issue and that you're not connected. Okay, The next step is to connect your calendar. So again, go back to the bottom left, click on your account, click on settings, click on apps, click on add more. And in this case, I'm going to add my Google Calendar. If you have an Outlook calendar, just type in Outlook and you can add that. So again, same process here, connecting to Google Calendar, verifying the account, hit continue, continue. So now it's connecting, and again, we got a green confirmation. Google Calendar is now connected. So this project is now fully functional. However, there's a critical step that we need to do before we use it the first time. Come in here where the plus symbol is, and then click on more. And you need to tell it that you want to look at both of these apps. So you'll see two apps. Okay. Now, as per the written instructions, all you have to do is, just as one example, there's 5 time frames that you can type in here. So let's just do today and then hit go. And this is going to think a little bit, because right now what it's doing is it's literally looking at your email, looking at your calendar for specifically real estate related items. It's not going to pull in, spam or personal, if it recognizes any kind of a personal thing that you might have on your calendar or non-real estate related emails, things like that. It's not going to pull that in. This is specifically targeting email or real estate related content to pull in. And the first thing that it's going to do is it's going to give you a summary of those things that it thinks are important. And then once you see that, you can ask it to give you a more detailed view of real estate related emails and calendar events. So here's the overview. So biggest action pressure, a property, it pulls in these details. Whatever's in the email. Biggest review soon pressure point, 2 unread client photo emails worth, okay. And then biggest task pressure, prep for the addendum, call, okay. And then it says, would you like the detailed view? And all you have to do is just type in details. Doesn't really matter. Details. And this will take a little bit longer to process, because now it's pulling in a lot more data and providing a lot more output to help you really understand what's going on with these emails and any kind of calendar events that you have. So it's showing this talking to Gmail right now. So the five time frames that you can give it is, you can give it last week, yesterday, today, tomorrow, or next week. And this is ChatGPT, this is AI, it's pretty smart. You could probably do something, you're welcome to play around with it. You're not going to break it. You could try something like, this morning or this afternoon and see how it does. But it's specifically designed to work with these 5 time frames that I just gave you. Okay, so here's the detailed view. And what it's specifically designed to do, it tells you that it's on your calendar. It gives you the source. It gives you the subject, keywords, time and due date, if applicable, next action. Again, this is all AI driven based upon the content that it's reading in the emails and in the calendar event. So it breaks this out. Of course, I'm not a realtor. I sent myself some demo emails, kind of real estate related emails, to just do this demo. Your situation is going to be very different. And so it would have a lot more information to work with. And so it would put things in this handle now, review later, tasks archived kind of thing. Just simply because you'd have a lot more communication and calendar events going on than I do. But this shows you a quick overview of what that detailed view looks like. And that's it. And once you build this, you can use it forever. It'll just work. You can use it from your phone, from your tablet, from your desktop. Again, my name's Eric with Practical AI. If you need help with this, or you need maybe a more custom solution built for your agency or brokerage, or maybe even your real estate team, let's have a phone call about that. All my contact information is in the document, but the best way to reach me is just shoot me a text, 251-656-9231. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you.